Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Logical with FPS Weekly number 15? Yes, it is number 15. And it is September 25th, 2015. We have 4 news stories we're going to be talking about today. So let's just get right on into it and get on it. So the first news story we're going to be talking about is a game called First Assault. It is a free-to-play FPS game that is based off of the Ghost in the Shell anime. I personally have never seen the Ghost in the Shell anime, but judging from the game itself looks pretty cool, as you are seeing right now. The gameplay is pretty much like any other kind of generic FPS, not really super complicated or anything to go into with that, but it looks fun, and there's a closed beta going on right now, which I've applied for, but I have not yet gotten into. So who knows if I'll ever get access to it or not. But and the game is fully available. I intend to play it because it looks like it is a lot of fun. Okay, so the next thing we're going to be talking about is a sci-fi horror game called PAMELA, which apparently was announced over 6 months ago, but just kind of flew under the radar and no one noticed it. So apparently what PAMELA is it takes place in this futuristic sci-fi city that has like robot zombie things, and technology failed the city in some way. You are playing as a person that's awoken from a survival stasis pod kind of thing. So we can assume that probably something was going on, things were fine and dandy, and then some citizens of the city went inside these stasis pods, and a long period of time passed before they were woken up. Or at least just this one person was woken up by this AI called PAMELA. Yeah, and PAMELA is kind of like your guide throughout the game from what I've gleaned from it. So yeah, that looks interesting, and I want to check it out. It looks pretty cool. Oh, by the way, speaking of horror games, one of our teams for Digital Dynasty, Team Austin and Evan, potentially, they're going to be doing a playthrough of Soma in the next couple weeks. So you guys should check that out and keep an eye open for that, because Soma definitely looks like it is terrifying and really gets the blood flowing. Okay, so the next 2 things that I'm going to talk about, I'm just going to throw out there. They're kind of smaller stories that are still important, is that Star Wars Battlefront has got a beta date. It is coming out on October 8th, but you'll be able to start pre-installing it on October 7th at 1 a.m. for those of you that don't have the best internet connections, so you can take advantage of that, which this is just completely fantastic. I cannot wait to play this game. I have been so excited for this, and now in just less than 2 weeks time, I'll be able to play it and get some footage of it. It'll be fantastic, and I'm just just geeking out so much about it. I just want to play this game right now. I want to play it. Let me play it. I want to play it right now. And then the other thing is that Among the Sleep virtual reality version, VR version, is not going to be a thing. The developers Crocs Studios have been talking about this, and according to them, the way that Among the Sleep's mechanics work, and like how there are a lot of times throughout the game where your view is dragged to one spot and you're forced to look at that spot continuously. Doing that in VR is kind of like your head is being physically forced to look at something, and your head is out of your control for that because you literally can't turn around or whatever. Your eyes, it's always going to be focused on that point. So VR for Among the Sleep is not going to be a thing, which is really, really unfortunate. But that is not to say that you could not still get a VR headset and play the game normally. You just wouldn't be able to use any kind of the features of VR, like turning your head to look around and stuff like that. You would still have to use the typical mouse and keyboard control setup for that. But other than that, yeah, I don't really have much else to tell you guys this week. Not a whole lot of compelling stuff happening, as per usual. But to make up for it, I will conclude with this cool minute-long montage of various Oculus Rift games. So that's logical, and I will see you guys next week.